Hey guys, so today in this video, what I wanted to show you guys how to do is how to remove the anti-malware service executable from the actual Windows operating system. And I want to do it in a quick and easy way. And so the main reason why I'm republishing sort of a similar instruction to the original video that I published how to do is because there was one drawback specifically with deleting the anti-malware service, which is that in the event viewer, you'll notice that there will be a bunch of errors where it will say, the Microsoft antivirus failed to start for the following errors. And it will keep doing that dozens and dozens of times over the course of an entire day. So it kind of is a drawback where, yeah, you removed it, but it's still going to be showing up in the event viewer, which almost is just as annoying, right? And so this is essentially the guide on how to prevent that from happening. So it's the best of both worlds. What you're going to want to do is, I'll just use this one as an example, but you'll want to use the anti-malware service itself. And so then if we go into here, and then we find out the name of the service, right? Well, if we go into IO bit unlocker, and then we click add, and then we go down to where we're trying to find it here. So that'll be in C, Windows, and then down to System 32. And then we go down all the way. We try and find the MMC. Oh, I just read past it. Right. Oh, a little bit lower. Right here. So then that would be the, for the Windows Defender service, it'll be called msmpeng.exe. That's the one you want to essentially attack. I'm just using this one as a demonstration. We click OK, and then what you're going to want to do is hit forced mode, and then click unlock and delete. And that completely removes it from the operating system. That's it. That's all you have to do. So if you're just looking for a quick tutorial on how to do that, that's all you have to do. You don't have to go into the registry tree and disable the startup types or anything in terms of like the, disable anti-spyware, regedit stuff that doesn't work anymore for the latest Windows. And so this is the way now, this is the updated part of it to prevent the event viewer from flooding dozens and dozens of times. So all we do is the first step is we're going to want to go into system config, and then we're going to go into safe boot and minimal, and then hit apply, and then restart our system. The reason why is that if we go to the startup types for services and we try to disable the Win Defense Service startup type, it won't actually work because we don't have permissions. And if we try to change the permissions normally using the owner and we try to change it this way, where we type in our name like this, and this is normally the way you can disable almost any other startup, and you replace the owners, it won't work. Windows will say access is denied. You do not have permissions, regardless of whatever you do. But in Safe Boot and Safe Boot Minimal, we are able to remove the actual system as the owner. So that's what you want to do, is you want to make it just your username for the desktop. Once you do that, then you can just essentially unselect the permissions of full control and make yourself the owner of the Win Defense service. Now that we have that ability, we can actually change the startup type now from 2, which is normally automatic, and we can change it to 3 or 4. I just changed it to 3 because that was the one that it stuck with, so I just kept it that way. Now that we've finally changed the startup type to something that isn't automatic, now the last thing that we have to do is we have to go to the image path, and you'll notice right here that it will say MSMP, MSMP, essentially the name of the service, the exe. Well, what we want to do is we want to change that to something that is different. We want to change it to something that is not the actual MSMP exe file. So the way we do that is if we go down into the same spot where we found the original MSMP file, if we go down to there, and then we go down to Microsoft, and then we go down to Windows Defender, and then we go to Platform, whatever this one is, and then we'll notice that it was inside of here. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to pick a random exe. I just chose this one because it was the one that worked for me, which is the mpextms.exe. Now that we changed it to that, you're going to want to hit OK. Then restart your system and come back. So what you're going to want to do is go into system config again. Once you've done all this stuff in safe boot, unselect that and then hit apply. Now that we've done that, reboot into the operating system, and you'll notice that it will only pop up the error one time, and it won't do it ever again, because what happens is that we get this specific error, which is actually great because a timeout was reached while waiting for the Defender service to connect. The reason why that's important is because normally if we don't change the image path, it will not give us that specific error, which means that there's a timeout where it will no longer keep trying to restart it within a certain time frame. And then you'll get this one error if obviously the service didn't respond or start or control in a timely fashion. perfect, because that's only 1 to 2 errors. And you'll notice that this was almost half an hour ago. And if I click refresh, you notice again, it doesn't pull up again. It just does it one time when we restart our system, and that's it. It will never start up again, or it will never keep doing those errors continuously, so long as we do all of the instructions just barely. So yeah, guys, that is the updated, more fully featured, easy way to change the anti-malware service executable and to essentially have no drawbacks, no pinging, no errors, no essentially anti-malware running in the background. So yeah, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave any comments that you guys have any questions about or any YouTube videos that you'd like to see. But anyway, guys, have a good one. My name is Savaterix, and I'm out.